Hello, it's your boy Superman. I'm coming to y'all for something very serious today. I created this channel to bring education and understanding of this very confusing topic of our rights and where we stand and the power the police have over us. Alright, first off, if it's me and a cop standing in a room and no one's committed a crime, we are equal as men. Now, once I commit a crime, then he has power to demand and to dictate terms and to enforce the law. Uh, we, the people, grant these officers this power, and we grant the governor, the mayor, the judge, the sheriff. We give them the power. The power is of the people, not of the police or the sheriff or the mayor. That power is our power as a people granted to the elected officials. So when they fail to work for the people and by the people, then it's up to us to remove them or to bring attention to it. Well, you can't rely on your local news media to bring you these difficult stories because they have motivations, interests, and other things that motivate them to still tell the story how the people in control want them to tell the story. Like free press. You would think that anyone can report the news that has a phone, and anyone can. These cops, mayors, governors, all that, they control who has access to the news, who they allow in to cover the news. So if they dictate who the news is reported to, then they can also dictate the story and control the content in it. So what my goal is and my plan is to do audits on police officers, sheriffs, mayors, governors. Accountability is what I want to bring to the table. I want to bring attention to all this injustice, all this abuse of power. A sheriff. I just moved to Mississippi. It's a wonderful state. I love it to death. All my family for 10 generations were born here. I was born in Lafayette. I'm a black sheep of the family. Alright, my whole point is I spent 30 years in Texas, which I love Texas, don't get me wrong. But the cops there, they abuse their power. The city in my small town where I used to live was one of the most corrupt little towns that I've ever lived in. When I first moved there, the churches had control over the town. They controlled what was on the TVs, what businesses moved in the towns, all that. They had total control over it. Good old boy service. Let's see. Yeah, with good old boy service, you get good old boy problems. Alright, let's say the sheriff is prejudiced. Well, he's going to hire prejudiced deputies to enforce his beliefs and how he wants the town to grow. Okay, say he's not prejudiced. Say he's an ambition. He's ambition to, or however you state that word, where he wants to make the city grow. So they approve services like ticketing for profit, or confiscating people's property, cars, money, and other stuff. Forfeiture laws, which they can just take your stuff without having to do everything that they normally have to do, and say, you got this for selling drugs, and so they take all your property, all your cars, everything in the house, and at that point, it's up to you to prove that you didn't do that. Monetary gains from drug profits. I mean, it's so messed up. I mean, all these little things, and it's up to us to shine a light on that. A city's not supposed to use tickets and other stuff, confiscations that they make. It's not supposed to count for more than 25% of their budget. But that's where the problem lies. When they start these programs, they hire cops just to enforce these programs and these rules. Then they hire a judge that oversees just these cases. And then they give the cops, like say they confiscate money, they give them bonuses where the DA actually writes that cop 10% of the bust. I mean, that's outrageous. That encourages officers to go out and make these arrests, make these confiscations. I bring you plenty of cases on my site. Just wait for it. I'm telling you, this is going to blow up. I'm going to try my best to bring attention to this without getting killed and without getting put in prison for the rest of my life. If I have to pay the ultimate price for bringing attention to these situations, well, I'm willing to do it. I hate to say it, but I will die for freedom and for rights of Americans to be secure in their personal property, their place, and their papers. Alright, that's enough. Thank you.